Hi, I'm Nate Hoffman. I'm the Director of National Sales with SwipeServe, and I want to talk to you a little bit today about the merchant service industry, accepting debit and credit cards, and how it relates to your industry specifically, the business insurance industry. You may not actually be accepting credit cards or debit cards right now because, let's face it, the actual charge of doing that, let's say it's anywhere from 1.5 to 3%, depending on how you collect those funds over the internet or in person, can represent 25 to 30% of your commissions on an actual policy that you write. So many people don't carry it. However, your industry is unique because it is insurance. You actually have the ability to pass that cost down to your client. So if you're not offering credit cards or the ability to accept them or debit cards, you're crazy. A lot of your business clients want to get bonus miles, and now you can do that, and when they run it through, you get 100% of the premium deposited in the account. What you don't get is the bill. That gets passed on as a flat fee or a flat percentage to the actual client that you have. There are a whole host of companies out there. They all offer different rates. They all have different strategies, but as a whole, we want to pass the savings on to you, and we want to offer you more products to protect your sales and to help you increase your sales. So I want to talk a little bit about that, if that's okay with you. One of the industry concerns is if you write bonds. If you write a bond and it's a bad check, you're out that money. And some people say, well, we take checks, that's fine, it doesn't have to be a cashier's check. You're incurring a risk. However, if you offer credit card services, we can actually give you the ability to have a check guarantee program through us. And what's so great about that is we've gotten insurance companies approved up to $50,000 per check. You get the check, you do the small little criteria, writing down a driver's license, and it's guaranteed. So you're going to get 100% of those proceeds, whether the check was good or not, or bounced for whatever reason. And it does happen. It's our job to collect, and the bond will still stay in force. So that's the important thing. The other thing is you recognize that when you actually meet a new client for the first time, which is typically when you meet them, is when you're trying to land them. And when you do that, you're probably going to get a check for maybe 25% of their premium or possibly 100% of their premium. Once again, you can guarantee that check. Or you can take credit card because they may want bonus miles. Now that's a perfect example of earning someone's business, and they really, really, really appreciate it. So you already know about the check guarantee, but let's talk a little bit about your industry as a whole. I know you guys are kind of loosely tied with banks, but let's face it, getting a loan from the bank is probably one of the most painful experiences right now. Banks, it's just not in their best interest to lend. They don't want any risk, they just want reward. So I'm not saying you should get a loan from us, I'm just saying we just happen to have this service that we can use as collateral your merchant sales. So the more sales that you do, the more loan dollars are available to you when you need them. It's a simple process, and the money's there because we have the collection ability through your monthly activity. So if that has any value to you, you should seriously consider it. Let's talk a little bit about how you're interacting with businesses right now. I know that a lot of insurance products are exempt from taxes, but right now most businesses, if they accept credit cards or if they're doing any type of activity, if they have someone spending, another business spending more than $600 in a year, they have to issue a 1099. And I'm sharing this with you because it may not apply to you, but it does apply to your businesses, and I'll explain why that's important in a second. So we've developed a piece of software that not only takes into consideration all of the gross sales that you've done using credit cards, but we match those credit card numbers with all of the returns. Maybe someone changed policies, maybe they went to another company, God forbid, I don't ever want to see that happen to you, but it does happen. Or maybe they went out of business, so there's a refund. Often those refunds will come directly from the insurance carrier, sometimes it doesn't. In this particular case, a 1099 is issued with the net dollars that were actually transacted with the business. And why I'm sharing this information with you, even though you may not be issuing 1099s in your industry, is that you are in a sphere of influence that's incredibly powerful. You are protecting other businesses and you should consider yourself that way. Now, I want to protect your business with bonds and, obviously having repeat business with clients by accepting credit cards. But since you have that distinct privilege and honor of being a trusted advisor to many, many businesses, you know that a good portion of them are really loyal and do really great work with you, and they really value and appreciate you. If you were to share our services with them, and chances are they probably need to accept credit cards, or they already are, and we can save them quite a bit of money. If you do that, we're willing to make you a revenue share partner. Now, here's how we do it. We give you 10% of our net adjusted profits that we generate on the account. And I just want to remind you, we make fractions of a penny on a transaction. So it's either the volume that you do or lots of very high dollar transaction businesses that you represent. But why this is important to you is these businesses that you're working with, you can take that savings that you're getting as a monthly residual, and you know what a residual is. Most industries don't, but you're getting it monthly, and you can take that and you can use it any way that you see fit. You can use it to offset your costs for accepting credit cards so that you take more of it so you can get more business. You may decide that you want to offer it back to the client as an incentive to say, thank you for doing business with you. We hope that you love us more by referring us some clients. Or more importantly, you can take that savings and you can say, you know what? We have survived the recession. Most of our competitors are out of business. This is a great opportunity for us to beef up marketing and use the profits that way. So how you use it is up to you, but you are the beneficiary of it. We hopefully you'll use that, and I hope that you use it to maximize your potential, but you know what that is. So why would businesses want to use us? Why should you be referring us, to them? The important thing is that most people, when they get merchant services, they're on some type of a tiered plan. Now, all that really means is that they're paying a flat discount fee per every transaction and so many cents per transaction. And that's a hedge. So if they took an American Express card, they're going to lose. But if they took a debit card, they're going to win big. And since 40% of the transactions out there are debit cards, and more importantly, since the federal government has now limited the amount of money that can be actually charged on a debit card, all that extra money is going directly to their service provider and not to your client. And we want your client to get that savings. And here's how we recommend that they should do it. They should be month to month. It's a free market. Month to month, we're not saving you money, go somewhere else. You're not going to beat our rates. Or hey, more importantly, if you're unhappy with the service, go somewhere else. We don't think that's going to happen, and here's why. Our costs are so low because we just pass them through. Whatever the actual physical cost is, we pass it through to the merchant. And then we have a small margin on top of that. That's our profitability of which we need to pay our staff. But we don't have commissioned salespeople. And the reason why that's important is I doubt that your client, the merchant, is interested in putting a commissioned salesperson's kids through college. However, I am pretty positive they are concerned about whether or not they have good customer service. So we take those profits and we put them where we think it counts most. And that's with the best customer service available. We have a 24-hour, 7 days a week hotline. And someone can call, whether it's how does my statement work, to I'm missing a deposit, to how do I represent a chargeback, or how can I be PC compliant. Whatever that is, they can actually speak to a live agent in less than 2 minutes. I think that's pretty powerful, and I think you understand how important that is since you're constantly referring out different insurance carriers based off of the support and their premium costs. So I wanted to share that with you. We hope that you'll be one of our revenue share partners, but more importantly, we hope that we use our service because we know that we will save you money, we will help you make more money, and it'll be a great partnership. Have a great day.